Thai bubble tea is an amazingly delicious drink that you can order in Thai restaurants across the world as well as bubble tea shops. Today we're going to walk through every single step into making great Thai bubble tea at home. Because my mom is Thai and because I have lots of family members who work in the Thai restaurant business, I've learned plenty of things about making Thai tea. So I'm going to go through all of those tips so that you can make your own Thai bubble tea at home. So the first thing that we're going to do is make the boba or the tapioca pearls first. Today I'm going to use these white tapioca pearls with these slightly colored balls just because this is what I had on hand, but you could use the brown ones as well. There really is no difference in terms of flavor or texture between these tapioca pearls and the brown ones that you commonly see in the boba shops. It's just that there's brown sugar in the brown tapioca pearls, and brown sugar has molasses in it, which tends to color the ball kind of a dark brown or black color. And anyways, either tapioca pearl is rather bland, whether or not it has brown sugar or not, but we'll take care of that by soaking it in a sugar solution before we use it in our drinks. So a good rule of thumb when boiling tapioca pearls is that you always want to use a 1:10 ratio of boba to water. So I have 1 cup of tapioca pearls and I'm boiling them in 10 cups of water. And what you want to do is wait until the water comes to a boil first, then add your tapioca pearls and use a spoon to stir it for about 30 seconds to make sure that none of them stick together. And every brand is going to be different with their instructions in terms of timing. So this particular brand states that I should wait until the balls start floating onto the surface, which probably means that they're partially starting to cook, and then you cover the pot, then start your timer for 2 to 3 minutes and allow the tapioca pearls to boil on medium heat. Once the 2 to 3 minutes is up, turn off your heat source and let the tapioca pearls sit in the hot water for another 2 to 3 minutes. At this point, I like to go ahead and sample one of the tapioca balls and make sure that it's nice and chewy. Some people like their tapioca balls really soft. I like mine kind of on the chewy side, so I like to go in a little bit early and make sure that it's not overcooking at this point. Once you're satisfied with the texture, head on over to your sink and rinse the tapioca balls in cold water. So this does 2 things. This washes off the excess starch off of the surface of the tapioca pearls, and it also stops the cooking. So once you reach the texture that you like, you're going to want to stop the cooking immediately by soaking it in some cold water and letting it sit there for about a minute. Now, like I said before, the tapioca pearls just straight out of the bag really don't have any flavor at all. And so the best thing to do after they've been cooked is to soak them in a sugar solution. You can use any type of sugar that you have. You can use brown sugar, you can use granulated sugar. My personal favorite is honey. And so just drizzle in a little bit of honey or sprinkle on some granulated or brown sugar, and then pour about a tablespoon or 2 of hot water. That's just for the amount that I have here, but if you are cooking a large amount of tapioca pearls at once, you kind of want to not completely submerge, but you want to make sure that all of the tapioca pearls are coated in the sugar solution. And this also acts as a way to preserve them if you're not going to use them immediately. All right, set that aside and let's start making our Thai tea. So I got this Thai tea mix off of Amazon and I will link that down below, but these are commonly referred to as Thai tea mixes or Thai tea powders. And the primary reason for this is because in addition to tea leaves, there are other spices such as star anise or maybe cloves and tamarind powder that contribute to the flavor that is Thai tea. It's very much like chai tea, which also has other spices that contribute to that chai tea flavor. But for the most part, these Thai tea mixes don't like to reveal what they put in them. This particular brand just really specifies that it has kind of like a vanilla note to it. So I'm going to pour a little bit out so you can see what you're working with when making Thai tea. What you'll see are larger pieces, which are the tea leaves. And then you'll see lots of little things and little particulates. And this is the primary reason why you kind of need to use a cheesecloth to filter this kind of tea. So other teas like jasmine tea and green tea, like when you make English breakfast or something like that with loose tea leaf, you can use like a tea ball or like a strainer and it'll catch all of the tea leaves. With Thai tea, traditionally they use a cloth to filter the tea. And so you're going to want to use a very fine mesh strainer. Otherwise, you're going to have these loose black particulates all inside your drink. Alright, so let's get to making the tea. First order of business, always lay down a dark old towel. Thai tea stains like nothing else you've ever experienced before. It gets on your clothes, it could get on your countertops, and for whatever reason, this artificial coloring that they put inside this mix stains like nothing else. So because we're making the Thai bubble tea that's going to be diluted with ice and milk, we're going to make a Thai tea that's more concentrated. So that roughly equates to 2 heaping tablespoons per cup of water. I also like to do this initial steeping portion in a large mixing bowl that has a pouring spout, or you can do this in a large measuring cup or a large pitcher. So this is going to help when you have to pour this into the final container so you don't get any spills. Every type of tea has a specific temperature that is optimal for brewing and steeping. This particular Thai tea mix has red tea in it, and red tea is very similar to black tea, both of which require steeping in boiling water. I also had my cousin read the instructions that are written in Thai in the back, and when they translate it into English, they actually don't tell you how long to steep Thai tea, which is kind of important. I'm not sure why they left it out, but you want to steep this for about 3 to 5 minutes. If you over steep, then you're going to get that really bitter taste from tea, but you can definitely offset that by sugar, so don't worry if it's a little bitter at the end. Once your tea is done steeping, we're going to pour it into the final container. And I'm just using a mason jar, which we can keep in the refrigerator and just have Thai tea whenever we want. I also have this really cool filter that looks actually very similar to something that you would see in Thailand when you order Thai tea off the streets. It has a very fine straining capability. So if you have something similar like that in your kitchen, like a very fine mesh cheesecloth, you're going to limit the amount of those black particulates in your final tea. Then go ahead and pour your steeped tea through the filter, and you'll see that the tea now has that very characteristic dark amber color. So that's predominantly coming from the artificial food coloring. And when I tried to look in the origins of this practice, I really couldn't find any information. But my guess is that because this is mass manufactured, perhaps in the olden days when they used to make Thai tea from scratch, there was some coloring from using quote unquote natural ingredients. And so when they mass produce it, probably didn't have the color that they liked, and they had to supplement with this artificial color. Now comes the crucial step of adding sweetener to your Thai tea. So we're going to treat this like a Thai tea concentrate that we keep in the fridge and just pull out and make drinks whenever we need. So the key thing to remember here is add as much sugar as you would need in your final product. And this is going to depend on what kind of dairy you use to dilute your Thai tea. So this is exactly how Thai restaurants in the United States make their Thai tea. They make this huge batch of Thai tea concentrate and then add the dairy and ice on top of it. Now, if you're going to make your Thai bubble tea with half and half, you're going to want to make this Thai tea concentrate very sweet because half and half has no sugar in it. So this is 4 cups of Thai iced tea, and I use a little more than a half cup of granulated sugar in it. If you're going to make your Thai iced tea with condensed milk, which has a ton of sugar in it, you're going to want to make this a little less sweet, and it's really up to you. So maybe a little less than a half a cup. So it just depends, like I said, on what kind of dairy that you use. Once you're satisfied with the sweetness, you can stick this in the fridge and save it for drinks later, or just set it aside and proceed to make your drinks. The first drink I'm going to make is the one that I see most commonly made in the Thai restaurants around here in the United States, and that's the one that uses half and half. The first thing that you're going to want to add is the tapioca pearls and then a little bit of ice depending on how much you like. Then add in your Thai tea concentrate. The thing about these white tapioca pearls is that there's, like I said, so much coloring in this Thai tea that they just turn orange anyways, which is kind of cool. But if you like that contrast, try to look for the darker tapioca pearls if you can. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to use half and half for this drink, but you could use anything really that you like. If you're lactose intolerant, you can use almond milk, you can use coconut milk, which is my personal favorite. This one's just half and half, and you just drizzle it on top. And depending on the fat content, it's going to either stay at the top or kind of mix into the bottom of the drink. So the fattier it is, the more will remain on the top of the drink. Okay, now I'm going to make more of a quote-unquote Thai style Thai bubble tea, and this one uses condensed milk and evaporated milk. The first thing that we're going to do is make the Thai tea, and we do that by adding condensed milk with the Thai tea concentrate first. And this is going to be a little bit of overkill because I already added sugar to the Thai tea concentrate. So typically in Thailand, I don't believe they add as much sugar to that first step. They add condensed milk and sugar and then Thai tea to each drink and then mix it. Then we'll give that a good mix until all of the condensed milk has been dissolved into the tea. But I really wanted to show this because it is really delicious to do this way. So if you have condensed milk, then I definitely suggest that you try it. And generally, for the most part, you always want to add tapioca pearls to a drink first before you pour the liquid part in. But because I use the same glass to mix the tea and condensed milk, I'm just going to put it in now. Then add as much ice as you like to your drink. And then finish off with some evaporated milk all the way to the top. Then stick in your straw and you're done. This is the Thai version of Thai bubble tea. Time to give these Thai bubble teas a try, and I will try the half and half version first. So this one has a stronger Thai tea flavor, yet it still is very creamy from all the half and half. There is a reason why people say that Thai tea is actually good to eat while eating Thai food, because Thai food is normally spicy, and because of all the half and half in there, it probably kind of settles down the capsaicin that is present in spicy food, so it makes it less spicy. However, if you happen to have condensed or evaporated milk on hand, I highly suggest that you try this Thai version. It really adds a lot of body to the drink and gives it a really deep Thai tea flavor that I really can't get by just adding half and half. So this one has to be my favorite out of the both of them. Although they are both very good, this one is my favorite. The complete recipe for this will be on my blog, Tasty Pastry Kitchen. If you like this tutorial, go ahead and subscribe. I post weekly in-depth baking tutorials on this channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day.